Hello everyone and welcome back on my YouTube channel. I'm Thomas Etchel and today I want to talk to you about ChatGPT Ads, the most hyped but also a bit scared topic for us PPCers. Especially I want to bring in 4 scenarios how you will be able to set up ChatGPT Ads. Imagine soon we're not just talking mainly about Google Ads or Meta Ads, but the new world called ChatGPT Ads is joining. OpenAI showed us its revenue model. You can see it here. In the next years, they're starting 2026 to project revenue from new products, including free user monetization. Then in 2027 until 2029, it rises sharply. This orange part, as you see here, shows the graph of the ads revenue of OpenAI. This is why it makes sense for ChatGPT to run ads. AI says that they have now over 700 million weekly users and 5.7 billion monthly visits worldwide. So it's not just a chatbot anymore, it's becoming a new AI search engine or assistant helping with making decisions and for daily life. Now add the fact that ChatGPT has also a memory function. It can remember details about you across users. Now let also add the fact that ChatGPT has a memory function. If you set it up, it can remember details about you across different sessions, different chats, conversation. That means it knows more about users than sometimes Google search ever did. ChatGPT's memory function is the ad targeting power, very similar to Google Ads search behavior information. As advertisers, obviously that targeting, that memory function is gold for us. I mean, intent also on ChatGPT is very clear. People use it to literally talk, ask for help, also search for products to buy. So personalization is built in and ChatGPT remembers context. Perfect targeting. And the thing, and users trust also ChatGPT. Sometimes they. So in this video, I want to break down 4 most realistic scenarios for how ChatGPT ads could actually be built. Stay until the end because I also give my own take on which scenario I believe will happen. So let's start with the first scenario, the Microsoft Ads integration. This is a good one. Microsoft invested billions in OpenAI already years ago, and they already integrated ChatGPT into Bing and other Microsoft Office tools. So what if Microsoft just added ChatGPT as a new placement in their ad platform? Imagine you log in your Bing Ads account, Microsoft Ads account, just like you do today, but now you see an option called ChatGPT placement or an entirely new campaign type called ChatGPT campaign, or even, which favors Microsoft, a PMax campaign that includes now, for example, ChatGPT network placements with automated ad serving. So that's very possible that this could happen. And if we jump on ChatGPT, imagine a user looks for what's the best CRM for small businesses, typing in OpenAI and ChatGPT. And normally ChatGPT just gives you a text answer, but now right at the top you might see, for example, sponsored HubSpot CRM recommended for small businesses. Add text and image ads, video ads, everything could come up in ChatGPT. It looks like it's part of the conversation, but at the end, OpenAI will place the ads to feel very native, to feel like it's part of the conversation, but it's paid and you will have a sponsored label just you have in Bing and on Google and everywhere. So this is very realistic because it's the exact same model as YouTube ads inside Google Ads is doing. You have one dashboard, one multiple placement. Microsoft already has the pipes to make this happen. So I think this is a very realistic scenario that you will have ChatGPT ads. You can build ChatGPT ads inside the Microsoft Ads platform. Scenario 2. OpenAI builds its own ad manager, its own ad platform. Instead of using Microsoft, OpenAI could launch self-serve ChatGPT Ads Manager as a new platform. This would make OpenAI Ads platform more independent from Microsoft, but means also heavy setup costs, hiring costs. You need good engineers to do that and ad product experts. You have a high infrastructure cost. And in the beginning, and you also take a lot of risk in the beginning for trials and error. So this would not be the most ideal way for ChatGPT to run ads, but it's for sure in the long term the best approach they could go. And very important for them also to show strength against Google and Meta if they build their own ad platform. And yeah, with ChatGPT's memory function, it can really tailor a lot of ads for users out there because sometimes, ChatGPT knows more about you than any other person. Yeah, this would give OpenAI obviously full control, full revenue, and creates a completely new category of advertising. You might remember that ChatGPT doesn't just live on chatgpt.com, but it's also inside thousands, millions of apps through the API. For example, Notion, Canva, HubSpot, there's so many. So imagine ads are being distributed through the ChatGPT API. For example, you're using a project management tool, asking ChatGPT to create a launch plan. It generates different tasks, but it also said sponsored, manage your launch with Asana. So that could also make very sense to do it. Or if you're writing, for example, an email draft in an app that uses ChatGPT and it adds a sponsored call to action, try a different tool. So this would turn ChatGPT Ads into a massive network reaching users every SaaS tool that embeds ChatGPT. So for marketers that scaled, for marketers that could also be a very cool scenario to place their ad budget. Number 4, ChatGPT Store sponsorships. Also the ChatGPT Store was launched I think 3-4 years ago. It's like an app store for custom GPTs. It's a bit dying right now. It, in the beginning was hyped, but right now it's not really used by so many users as before. So I think that could be a new approach to revive their ChatGPT store, their app store for custom GPTs. And imagine you could now pay to put your GPTs up in front to users, like on top of the GPT store. For example, you search for copywriting into the GPT store, and instead of only seeing all the organic results, you see sponsored GPT Jasper copywriter. So, or you're looking for analytics GPT and the sponsored option pinned at the top. So all that could be possible. This is the easiest path for monetization because the infrastructure is already there. The GPT store is already there, and it's just adding a paid ranking like a App Store or Google Play does today. And also that would be then, for example, possible through the API, through Microsoft Ads platform, or through the own ChatGPT platform. And yeah, really interesting for if ChatGPT ads are coming is that targeting would be based on conversations and not keywords. Think about the difference. Google Ads is you bid on keywords, CRM software, and ChatGPT is bid on questions like what's the best CRM software for freelancers in Europe under $50, for example. That's a stronger buying signal and you're way more concrete and precise. So let's recap the 4 ChatGPT scenarios that might happen in the first years. First, the Microsoft Ads integration. Second, the dedicated OpenAI Ads Manager. 3, ads distributed via ChatGPT API. And 4, GPT Store partnerships. So yeah, unlike Google Ads or Facebook Ads, ChatGPT would native to the experience. They wouldn't feel like ads because they were very helpful also. And yeah, they deliver exactly what the user is searching for, a solution, taking the memory function into consideration. And with so many million weekly users and a billion of prompts, I think ChatGPT is very personal and makes search different than it ever was. This could be a very powerful ad channel we've ever seen. I think it also raises big questions. How transparent would these ads be? Will users really then trust the ads? For example, many don't even click on the search ads because they don't trust them. And also, do we marketers even want ads so embedded into questions? So my question for you, write in the comments which of the 4 scenarios you think will likely happen, and what if ChatGPT ads are coming, will you start doing them? I'm 100%, I will be one of the first to jump on that and try to learn everything in detail, how this ad platform works, how the bidding strategy works. If they create their own ad platform and if they do it via Microsoft, then obviously jump on that train and try it out. My take, I think in the beginning, they will integrate it into Microsoft just to also have a lot of room for trial and error, see how big the adoption rates are and so on. But then in the second phase, for example, in 2027 or 8, they will likely be ready with their own platform, their own ads platform, which I think they already started doing, but it needs obviously some years and some trial and errors and a lot of beta testing. So yeah, I think the best option would be start with Microsoft now in order to avoid risks and also heavy funding costs, and then later on do their own platform and be independent from any other brand. Please subscribe for new videos, leave a like, a comment, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.